Tuesday, September 17th, 2024, 8:30 a.m. Yeah, a little bit chilly out here this morning. I mean, I'm actually covered in goosebumps and skin a little bit purplish. Okay, let's go ahead and show what we got going on out here. Got this ball light, or the greater light. I don't like to say sun anymore because, you know, the King James Version Bible and the first chapter of Genesis and how the Mandela effect has changed one of the verses in that first chapter of Genesis to where it once said, and God created the sun, moon, and stars, to where now it just says God created the greater light and lesser light. No more mentions of the sun and moon within that first chapter of Genesis. And that is why I speak out against the King James Version Bible, and why I am coming out, much like others, such as the channel God Rules, but he is still, as far as I'm concerned, and in my own personal opinion, this guy is still on his spiritual pathway, but he's going about it a really rough way, because he's trying to, you know, decipher the King James Version Bible, and he brings up, you know, talk of the biblical codes and the prophecies and this and that, and he also speaks of the dragons, visions and dreams of old concerning red dragon, white dragon. It's all, you know, very valuable information. So yeah, if you're not familiar with that channel God Rules, yeah, I tune in every once in a while. I left a comment over there this morning, and furthermore, another channel that I'd like to bring up is simply Axel, A-X-E-L. I won't explain, you know, what goal that he is out for, but I will include a link in the description to one of his videos. This channel is a compilation of many different channels, videos from many different channels, in regards to the chemtrailing and our weather and so on and so forth. And speaking of which, see, once again, I can't get away from this stuff. This guy is, if you can even see him, I mean, I'm doing my best with this. Oh, hey, okay, here we go. That. Well, I'll just leave it to you guys to see if you can identify that bird there. I know it's not the one that's growing in the background either. and remember this, people. This is a cute little anecdote. I think that's the proper word. You know, just because a chicken can lay a perfect egg does not give her no reason to crow like a rooster. And, you know, hate to say this, but for some reason I just, whenever I think of that saying, Kamala Harris comes to mind. I just, nah, we'll leave it at that. But hey, you know, check this out here. Is it blurry? I don't know. I can't tell. It looks like I am blurred out. Because this is really neat what I'm trying to show here. There we go. Maybe that's coming in better. Okay, now this here, can you see the curvature, the outline to it? Now, in many past recordings, during the month of September, sometimes October, we see things like this. It looks like another planet. If if you can envision that, because of the outline. Okay? Man, I hope this is coming out. Now then, this goes into, well, let's say prophecy once again, with a new heaven, right? A new earth, a new Jerusalem. Well, what happened? Okay, the sky overhead is considered a heavenly body. What happens if all of a sudden we start seeing other planets beyond what we are accustomed to or familiar with? Would that not justify the saying of a new heaven? Just a fancy thought. Just to go with what we are looking at. And once again, I'm keeping my fingers crossed that this is coming out okay. Now, I have many recordings over the years now of seeing stuff like this. And to me, yeah, it looks like something right out of a sci-fi movie. And I believe that in the future, we're going to be seeing it just that much more in detail. But that's just my theory, my opinion. I don't know. All I do know is there is a lot connected with this stuff. That is, all of a sudden making its appearance as this gets higher, or supposedly higher in the sky. Okay? Once again, we have this over here. Yeah, we're not seeing any activity right now. But I do want to go back over to this spot here. And, well, let's try to, we got to get in tight on the leaves. Because for some reason, my camera just does not like to focus in on certain things anymore. And I would dim down the lighting to maybe bring that out. Well, I don't know, maybe we can. I got a feeling it's just gonna blur it. But yeah, once again, be sure to click on that link, and I've got a lot of catching up. I had to actually resubscribe to his channel today, and which he does have another main channel that I believe he has a link to that within his description. This guy, he's been doing a lot of work to try to spread the word about stuff like this, okay? And I have to give him a lot of credit for what he's been doing. He's, he's part of the fight, and you will understand. He's got a lot of the same let's just say emotional thoughts pertaining to this platform and content that we share out there. So, yeah. Okay, so this is like getting really in the mix, if you will. Like I said, all this is just boom, 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 coming on more and more. Nothing is moving, okay? It's just, I mean, it's not moving heavily. But it seems as though you know, the mass is growing. This is very strange back here. Once again, I'm not going to dim down the lighting, even though I feel that it would help to bring out whatever, yeah. Anyways, I think I'm going to go ahead and end this, and we'll get this posted. Yeah, so in the morning, major glow up, right? We got the glow up in the west, which of course, yeah, the sun shines from the east to the west, yeah. But where do I always show the majority of everything? Off here in this western location. Never fails. There's always things there, and I'm always directed to see those things through, you know, that intuition, if you want to call it that, through those spirit guides, the animals, you know, my feathered friends, the vultures and hawks, and yeah. All right, yep, that is going to suffice for the time being. It's supposed to be another, well, decently hot day today. I didn't use my AC yesterday, regardless of how hot it got. Just kind of positioned myself in front of the fan and monkeyed around with videos. Not great content either. So take care, one and all, and we'll see you once again.